Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to work on a memory wire bracelet, and we are going to use beads from my newest FOC bag from Thunder Horse Descendant and beads from my last one. So let's turn down and I'll show you what I plan on doing. As you can see, I have all kinds of wonderful goodies. These are from last month's. They're leftovers from what I used from most of it. This is stuff from this month, including this little crystal. Now what we want to do is we're going to make a memory wire bracelet, and we're going to do it in color blocks. So what we need is about, I'm going to say about, I want at least 2 strands. Maybe 3 or 4 even. Well, I'm going to cut it right here, which will give us definitely 3 strands and parts of 4. So let's cut this right here. We are finished with our memory wire then. Well, hopefully we are. If we're not, it's because we messed something up. So now we want to get out our pliers and make a loop on one side. So here are our memory wire pliers. We're going to use the smaller side and make a loop. You want to get it in as close as you can to the base. And then we're just going to make a simple loop here. Actually, I'm going to double it around a little bit. That makes it like a split ring and keeps it a little more secure. So there we go. So then we're going to take this other side and we're going to start putting our beads onto it. And I think we're going to start, what color do we want to start with? I think we'll start with 5 of the black. Now this is going to be a relatively delicate bracelet because a lot of the beads are small that we're going to use. Oh, don't tell me the beads aren't going to go on. There we go. Come on. 2. Oop, drop that one. 3. 4 and 5. Come on, baby, go on. Now, as you can see, there's 5. And now we're going to change colors to this turquoise color here. So pour some of those out. But first we want to put some kind of spacer here. Since I'm working with silver, I am going to use some little silver balls. So we'll pour some of those out. Sorry for bumping that. Well, sit over here then. So then we want a little silver ball. And then we're going to go with 5 of the turquoise. Now I could have gone to the bigger size, but I didn't, so 3, 4, and 5. Now a silver ball again. And then I think we'll go to the white. And then the other turquoise color before we put some other items in. So we've already put the silver ball in, so we'll go to the white, and we're going to get 5 white. Come on, you guys. Well, let's roll these so they don't fall off. Okay, there's 5. Now we'll go to another little silver ball. Roll these all the way around here. There we go. Let my end get away from me. There it is. So we've got our silver ball on, so now we want 5 of these turquoise colored ones. And then the next silver ball. Now that we've got our base, our 4 main colors on here, we need to decide what we want to put on next. So here's what it's looking like so far. And so I think what we're going to do is put one of these black little black coconut spacers in. Then one of the turquoise ones. Take these little beads and put back in here. Then one of the black beads. We don't have a lot of these left, so we're gonna be careful how we do this. But that's what we're going to start with. We're going to go with a black coconut spacer, a blue, turquoise, whatever you want to call this color, spacer, one of the black beads. Come on, where's your hole? There it is. Now, as you can see, these are quite a bit bigger than our other little beads, but now we're going to go back and do another of the turquoise blue, teal, whatever you want to call this color, and then a black again. Come on, I need a black spacer, no running off. And then one of our silver ball spacers. And now that we've got those on, we're going to reverse our beginning pattern that we've been doing right here. Come on, you go over there. So I got the wire twisted a little bit here. There we go. So we can get this down so we can look at our pattern, see how she's looking. There we go, like so. Now we're going to reverse this, go to the blue, white, blue, black, and then we'll decide what we'll put in next. So we want 5 of this blue, pale blue here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then a silver spacer. Roll that in. Now we want 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a silver spacer. Now we're back to the smaller blue. 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a silver spacer. Now we'll go to the 5 black again. So 1, 2, 3, 1 of you pick up. 4 and 5 and a silver spacer. Now these wires are trying to twist themselves up again, so we have to pull those apart and get these all back down to where they should be at. And there we go. And as you can see, we're about at the first twist around. So now what we want to do is we're going to repeat with the black turquoise. Actually, you know, I think we'll go turquoise and black this time around. So turquoise, black, and I reversed that pattern because now we're going to put on one of these big green ones. Now these are a bigger bead, so they're going to make it stand out more, but I think that's going to be all right. So then that one, then a black again, another turquoise, or teal. I think these are probably more teal, and then a little silver spacer. And now we're going to reverse the pattern again, go to the black, then the little blue, and keep on and on like that. So we're at the little black now. Let's see, do I have a ball spacer on here? Oh, it looks like they're over here still. Okay, so the little black now. 5 of those again. 1, 2, 3, 5. And then the ball spacer. And then to the turquoise. The small turquoise. 1, 2, come on you. Oops, dropped it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a silver ball spacer. And now we go back to the white. So 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our silver ball spacer. And then the bigger pale blue here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a silver ball spacer. Go so far. Now what we're going to do, since we're right here, we're going to go to this pattern again. The black, the teal, and then the black spacer. Okay. So let's get our black, teal, black bead, teal, black, come on you, and a ball spacer. And now we go back and reverse our pattern again, just like we have been. And when we get back to the other side, we'll do this one again. So now we want to go with the 5 of the light blue. 1, 2, 3, bing, 4, 5, and then our silver ball spacer. Come on, baby, go on there. And then, of course, we're going to switch to the white now. Where'd my ball spacer go? I know I put it on there. Oh, there it is. Okay, then the white. 1, 2, come on, baby, go on. 3, 4, and 5, and our silver ball spacer. Then back to the light blue, or I should say the tiny blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the ball spacer. And now we're at the tiny black again. So 5 of those. 1. Come on, baby. 2, 3, 4, 4, and a 5th one, and a ball spacer. 5. So now we're at the pattern with the green bead again. So we need to get the green bead out of our baggie. A very pale green bead. And then we have to get, it's teal, black, and then the green bead. So a teal bead, or a teal coconut spacer, a black, the green bead, a teal coconut spacer, that doesn't want to go on, so we'll choose a different one. There we go, teal and black. Come on, you, black. And a ball spacer. Well, these are easier when you do them this way. Roll those down and around, and now we're at the black pattern, the small blacks. So 5 small blacks and then a ball spacer. 1, 2, 3. So now we're at our black pattern again, this one over here. So we've got the ball spacer, so we'll go with a black bead, a teal bead. Looks like this is another one that doesn't want to go on. Oh, there it goes. A black, there's the black bead. Teal bead again. Black bead. Ball spacer. Now we're getting a little short on wire here. We may have just enough to do our pattern here over here. So let's start out with our light blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, unfortunately the camera clicked off on me and I didn't notice it until after I had the bracelet more or less finished. I did manage to get all of the beads on for that pattern, and I managed to get our wrap entirely finished. As you can see, it is wrapped around a little extra, just as this one was. And frankly, I'm going to tighten this side up a little bit because it looked quite a bit looser than this side. Still looks a little looser, but that's all right. So we did manage to get the whole of the pattern on. And so this is what she looks like right now. Now I have to make a decision as to whether I wish to put on a dangle on the tails of our memory wire bracelet. Now I had thought about putting this brown bead on here, but well, it's brown and I'm not sure I want to do that since everything else is blue and turquoise, teal, black. So if I'm going to put a dangle on, I probably should use a black dangle or a teal one. I could make one out of our beads that we have here and just make like something like this with a black, a teal, and a ball spacer to dangle. Or we could do a white, a spacer, a blue, and a spacer, sort of like this. But this is a decision we have to make. So in the meantime, while I'm making this decision, I'll be back in just a minute. I do have a couple of these black beads left, so maybe I'll use one of those as a dangle. I don't want to use them as both top and bottom. I'm not even sure I want 2 dangles on here, but I do want one. So I'm thinking that we will do this stack like so as a dangle. So I need to get out a head pin. And we will put these on here. I think that will be good, especially since this is the green ones over here. So the black one, oops, sorry, I'm out of screen. So the black one should look really good hanging from right there, since these are the pale green beads that fall on this side. And then I can decide if I want to make another little dangle with some of the other beads to put on the top there. But I'm not sure if I will, because, well, you know. Now I can do this right now and hook it directly on, or I can use a jump ring to put it on. I'm thinking I might just hook it directly on. It's not a hard thing to do. We'll just put it through here. And I left that open, so it should slide right on like it just did. And we will hold the sides together here with this one. And I'm going to push this up so that when it comes around the first time, it isn't going to come down on the base. So then we'll put that in, and then we will, it came down on the base a little bit anyway, so we'll push that up, and then finish wrapping this. And trim it off. Now that I have it trimmed, we'll tuck it in. There. And there's our little dangle in place. Now the decision has to be made, do we want a top dangle as well? We could do, like we could just do like so, and then maybe a black one over here. And if we wanted, we could even put one of the little turquoise ones in here so we had all of the pieces of our piece in here. So let's put these on a ball head pin and see what we decide. Let's see, the pattern was this one, and then we were thinking of putting this ball spacer on here, the little blue one, and then the little black one. Bing. So that would look like that. And it'd be about the same length, but a little thinner. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put this on. So we'll bend our wire, and then we'll get our bell making pliers out. Put that in, go over the smallest, come around, drop it down, bring it over sideways so we got room to go on there, and then straighten her up. It's pretty good. I don't think she's wide enough to go on there though, so we'll open her just a little bit more. We'll drop it down over this hook, pull her in place. Then we want to push our wires back together, get our bead out of there. Bring this wire way up here because it's definitely too low right where it's sitting at. In fact, it still might be lower than I want it. So we'll pull it up a little bit more. There we go. Now we have to wrap it, which is sort of easier said than done because all of our bracelet and beads are getting in our way now. But that's all right. We can get it. Come on, you. Around we go. Now we trim it off. Tuck her up and in. And there we go. Our bracelet is entirely finished with its two little dangles. Now we just got to put all of our stuff away and we are entirely finished. Isn't this pretty? Hope you like it. I think it turned out really nicely. There is this side, and then over here is this side. And of course it's a wrap bracelet, you know, a memory wrap. So it will... I always have trouble putting these on. I don't know why, because let's face it, they don't have a clip or anything. But they just don't seem to want to go. And there we go. It looks like so. There's the dangles down here. And for me, this wire is a little bit tight. I used the medium size of bracelet wire for this. And I have a 7-inch wrist, so it's actually a little bit big for me. I mean, a little bit small. Its size it comes down to is... See, not quite. It's the largest ring is about 6 3/4. So that's why it's a little tight on me. But it still is a very pretty bracelet. And I'm sure there's somebody out there who will appreciate it. So there we go. There's our pretty little memory wire bracelet. It's got its two dangles, which are not dangling at the present moment. There we go. And the two different patterns of the larger beads, with these being up here, over here for these. So we'll pull it out a little so you can see what it looks like, everything. But there we go. There's our bracelet. This is made using the present FOC bag that I have from Thunder Horse Descendant. That's Found Objects Challenge, in case you're wondering. And some pieces from my last one, which is namely all the pieces here that are the accent pieces. Here, here, this dangle. The other beads, all the small ones, are from the present one. And isn't that pretty? Hope you enjoyed making this with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.